college basketball is entering prime time. February is about to close, which means March is about here. And there is a top tier in college basketball. Looking at the AP poll, that top tier currently looks this way. Michigan at number 1, Houston at number 2, Duke at number 3, Arizona at number 4, UConn at number 5. That is the top tier in college basketball. Those teams right there. But how would we rank them? In terms of just who are the 5 best teams in the country right now? Not strictly based on resume. Some of it's that. A lot of it's eye test. I love college basketball, maybe more than any other sport. I live in the state of North Carolina. I've watched college basketball every single day, pretty much, since the season started the first week of November. So we're not just parachuting in on this. Here are the top 5 teams in college basketball. Here's how we would rank that top tier. Number 5, the Duke Blue Devils. As good as Cameron Boozer is, and he might even be the National Player of the Year. If he is, by the way, the National Player of the Year, as an aside, Duke will have the winner of that award in consecutive years. Cooper Flagg won it a year ago. The last time a school had consecutive National Player of the Year winners, it was Duke. You had Shane Battier, 2001, Jay Williams, 2002. So nearly a quarter century ago, the last time it happened. As good as Cam Boozer is, it's difficult to trust Isaiah Evans or Pat Gamba to be a top-flight number 2 scoring option, especially compared to the teams we're about to get to. They also lost all 5 starters from last year's Final Four team, so this isn't the same type of team. They're not as battle-tested with what happened a year ago as you might think they are, or just assume that they are, because the guys who are back from last year's team, they were in reserve roles. They are an incredible defensive team, perhaps the best defensive team in college basketball. But there are concerns at point guard. It'll either be Caden Boozer or Caleb Foster carrying the mail, and we know how important guards are in March. Duke's number 5. Number 4 is Arizona. The team started 23-0, but's lost 2 of the last 3 games. We hear the expression as well. Make sure you're playing your best basketball in March, towards the end of the year. Arizona isn't right now. Lost 2 of the last 3. They beat BYU earlier in the week, but you're at home. BYU's without Richie Saunders. Koa Pete, by the way, out this week. He's going to be reevaluated next week. That doesn't sound fantastic. It's not what you want to see this time of year. It's hard, though, not to fall in love with that backcourt of Burries and Bradley. They could use a nickname of some sorts. Maybe we can get on that before March arrives. Arizona's at number 4. Number 3. Even though this team in December lost at home to the number 4 team, we got the UConn Huskies here. This is a team that looks like it is designed in a lab to win in March. And they might have the best coach in the sport in Dan Hurley. 2 strong guards in Ball and DeMary. Silas, love watching that guy play. Plus, you have a champion in Alex Caravan who's still around. Terrace Reed did not play in that game against Arizona earlier in the year. Such an important piece in the middle. Love this UConn team, even though they are coming off a loss against Creighton this week. Number 2, the Houston Cougars. Even though they lost to Iowa State Monday, they controlled that game. They should have won that basketball game. But Ames is crazy, Hilton Magic, the whole deal. This Houston team just might be better than last year's team. That was one of the 10 best KenPom teams ever since they started tracking things back in 1999. This team, unlike a year ago, has a lottery guard, a top 5 pick in Kingston Fleming. And you're pairing that, again, you know the expression, guards win in March. Top 5 lottery pick, Kingston Fleming, paired with the pedigree of guys unlike Duke. And by the way, Houston beat Duke in that Final Four. Emmanuel Sharp, Milos Uzan, they're back from last year's Final Four team. Love the way Houston's constructed and Kelvin Sampson. Number 1's Michigan. For all the concerns about the Big Ten's NCAA tournament struggles and Elliot Cadeau's exit from Chapel Hill, it has to be the Wolverines right now. They're not losing basketball games of late. They're not just winning the games either. They're clobbering teams. 11 straight wins by an average margin of 16 points per win. You're going into Mackey and handling Purdue from start to finish, and you're hitting 50%, 56% of your threes. It's out of this world. They're 24-1, and if they beat Duke Saturday night, they just might be your, without a doubt, unquestioned number one team in the land and seen to be the dominant front runner going into the NCAA tournament. So there you go. That's the top tier of college basketball as I see it.